to the Excel timeline. I'm going to do the first step. Step 1 says select cells A1. So I put my cursor in the middle of A1, and I'm going to go all the way to O1, and then all the way down to 20. So I've got A1 to O1 to O20 and A20, and I'm going to fill it with a color right here. Next, select cells A1 all the way to O1, and I'm going to click Merge and Center. Then I'm going to type in a title for my timeline. I'm going to say Mrs. Cook's Life. You can be creative. I clicked out of it. I clicked back in. I can be creative with my font. Select my font size. Looks like my computer froze a little bit. Not responding. We'll wait patiently and see if it comes back to life. And choose your fonts. Let's say I want Britannic Bold, and I want it to be 24, and I can even choose the color, a dark blue. All right. Next, if I want to edit that, one thing about Excel is if I click here and edit, it's going to replace. So undo that. If I want to add something, I got to double click till I see my cursor flashing, and then I can edit and add information. Next, it says select cells B3 to N3, B17 to N17, and fill a contrasting color. So B3 all the way to N, all the way down to 17, and I'm going to choose that same dark blue for my contrasting color. Then it says select a row, so I'm going to select, I want my timeline, I think I'm going to put mine in the middle, and I'm going to set my font. I'm going to do that same Britannica one, I think is what it was. Britannic Bold, I believe. I'm going to leave it a little bigger, 14, and I'm going to make it the light blue. And I set the whole row, and that way I can type in each one. And then I'm going to enter all of my years. So I'm a lot older, so I of course, am not going to enter all my years. So I'll just put a couple years. I'll skip around. Otherwise, my timeline would be humongous. There's some fun things you can do with that if you want to alter the way the text faces. Be as creative as you would like. All right. So pretend I have all my years in. If you run out of years, say I'm right here and I'm only at 2012, you can add years by clicking on the column and inserting. Oh, that's not what I want. Click on the column of O and insert, and I'm going to have room for my 2013 events and my 2014. All right? Which makes my instructions difficult to see. Next, it says insert shape, callouts, and insert text of events that correspond with your life. Minimum of 6. So I click insert, shapes. I'm going to come down. I like the cloud one, so I'm going to click and drag. And I'm just going to type. I was born July 29th. That's going to correspond with that. I would like my text to be centered up and down. And I would like my text to be, I think that dark blue I was doing, maybe a little bigger. And I'm going to go back to that Britannica because I want mine to kind of have a theme. Now, I want my call out to go with my year. I can't turn it because then my text is messed up. What you need to do is grab your tag and bring it around to the year. You can always change the size of your bubble, skinnier, shorter, whatever. And they can stick outside if you'd like. Pretend I have all 6 of those. Next, step 3, insert at least 3 clip arts to support your timeline. So I go insert, clip art. In order for you to be able to find all available, you're going to want to make sure all media type is checked. And I'm going to type in there and I'm going to put baby maybe. Let's see what comes up with baby. And I'm going to do none of these. I'm going to do the little stork. So I'm going to double click it. I see my stork appear, and I'm going to layer it on top of my year. I'm going to move my text back to top so that my little guy can fit right there. And now it looks like it's all combined. So I will continue that process until I've met these requirements. When I have, I'll go File, or periodically or along the way I can do that too, and I click, make sure it's going to my H drive, tech folder, Excel folder. Don't change the name, and just click Save. Do I want to replace it? Yes, I do. When you're done with this timeline, you'll move on to the M&M project.